As I was listening to Jim give us a question, um, scripture was coming up where lukewarm. Whenever I hear it or I feel it or it's in here, murmur, some gossips, it just it puts me like if I'm participating, puts me like in a just in a very awkward state where um I'm neither cold nor hot, like in between. And to me personally, that's like a very scary place to be at. For me, in my spirituality and in my mind and my consciousness, that's a very scary place for me to be at. Because I feel like that's when I'm asleep, as Jim was saying. I'm so asleep, I don't even know that I'm cold or hot. I can't tell. Am I cold? Am I hot? I'm like right in the middle. Um,
Mm.
and I grew up in a household um, where there was no boundaries, just absolutely no boundaries. And that's where this takes me. This question takes me, just absolutely
Mm.
no boundaries. And I'm learning boundaries, and I'm learning to, hey, you know what? So and so's not here. What do we wait till the so and so's here so we can start talking on that issue and not, not let's not
Mm.
let's not forget about, because I wouldn't like for this to happen when I'm not here.
Mm.
It
Right.
has to defend myself. So I'm perfect at it. It's still hard. As I was reading the questions and reading through the chapter, it was like, oh, I want to be perfect at that, but I'm not. Especially right now, I'm going through a divorce.
Mm.
Come to me, and and then we got to talk things directly, and I was supposed to be somewhere. I was supposed to have moved out before December, and that didn't work out. And I didn't want to gossip, but there were some boundaries that were being crossed. And now I feel like maybe I got a little bit more of a grasp, not mentally, emotionally, thanks to the practice of presence.
Mm.
And, I can go back to this man and talk to him and say, hey, you know what? How about if we work on something that'll work for both of us without us feeling like any boundaries are being crossed? And now I'm excited and looking forward back to the possibility of moving there. I really am. And it's like, oh, just a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and a little bit of surrender, and letting other patience. I listen to this guy, Gary Vee. He's always talking about patience um, in a hectic world. So, anyways, yeah, I just feel like gossiping and murmuring doesn't give me the opportunity to be confrontational. And I'm learning to accept the value of being confrontational in a healthy way
Mhm.
to bring me back to peace.
Very good.
Wow.
Mm.
We
Very.
got to keep that recording.
Can
Oh
I
yeah.
follow up with something? Because I think that this is such a great question, Jim. And see, in my mind, this idea of gossip and murmuring, I had always hooked it up with the great Stephen thinking, and to name it as gossip, to name it as murmuring, which it totally fucking is. It's that squirrel, running in the cage, and then to be able to see it for what it actually is, and then also for me to see it as being connected to hurt, to a place of wounding and hurt, in my life was really a revelation. So for me, that this a piece was like what is it? It's that apophatic tradition where you can't see it, but then you see it because it's in the dark.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's like I see. I got a piece of the shadow of what that thinking mind is,
Mhm.
because I don't think I can see it yet. You know, in most cases in my life, it's kind of there, but I don't really spot it. So this was really a revelation for me. This idea, and I love that word, murmuring, because
Yeah.
that's it. It's the tape. It's the voice that just, you know, won't shut up.
Yep. Yep. That's
Yes,
very
and thank you, Steve, because another so dangerous thing for me about murmuring is, as Stephen,
good.
it doesn't shut up, but it doesn't speak up either. It doesn't shut up, but it doesn't speak up either. It's right in the middle.
Yeah.
You know, so to me, I just feel like such a coward when I'm in that state.
Very good.
Wow.
Very good.
Man, they just elevated that whole discussion for me, Jim.
Oh yeah.